What's up, y'all? It's Kiana. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I've recreated this eye look. I seen it floating around on Instagram, and this is my recreation, so this is what I came up with. Start off with, I'm going to be using the Humphreys witch hazel. I'm just using this to clean and tone my skin before I apply my facial serums. Now I'm going to go in with a facial serum. This is just a serum that I picked up at my local TJ Maxx. It's by a brand called Providence Beauty, and it's called niacinamide, I believe. But I really do like it. Now I'm going in with the eye cream. This is just the eye cream from the Hydra Boost collection from Neutrogena. Now I've already did my eyebrows off of camera. If you guys are interested in seeing how I do my eyebrows and my everyday eyebrow routine, leave a comment down below and I'll definitely put up that video for you guys. So I'm going in with that same concealer that I used to conceal my eyebrows. I'll have everything listed down below in the description box. I'm just going to blend that out. Now I'm going to first go into the James Charles palette, and I'm going to take that yellow and I'm going to be putting it in the corner of my eye, and I'm going to start molding out my crease area. Now I'm going to go into the orange in that palette, and I'm going to go right beside of the yellow, and I'm going to continue to build on my crease. Now I'm going to be going into the hot pink shade in the James Charles palette. I'm going to be placing that right beside of the orange and blending it out. Now I'm taking that red shade in the James Charles palette. I'm putting it on the outer edge of my eye, and I'm blending it into the hot pink shade. So since I blended it out, I'm just going to go back in with those colors, replace it on top of the shadow of choice, and then I'm going to continue to blend it out. That's one thing that is about this eye look. It's very tedious and you have to blend. Blending is the key to making the whole eye look come together. You want that transition from one color to another. You don't want it to just look like you put one color on top of another. You want it to have a gradient look to it, and that's what really makes this eye look stand out. Now I'm going to start cutting the crease on my eye. This is probably the hardest part for me, as I'm still learning how to perfect the levels of the cut crease on both eyes. I have gotten a little bit better, but I'm still working. Small strokes is the key to this cut crease. Now I'm going to go in with a fluffy concealer brush, and I'm just going to blend the concealer out from the inner corner of my eye to the outer corner. This is a crucial part in having a flat foundation for your eyeshadow. With the beige shade in the James Charles palette, I'm just going to be placing that on the inner corner of my eye and stopping about midways of my eyelid. Now I'm going to be going in with the fluffy blending brush in that hot pink, and I'm going to start blending it into the beige. Now I'm going to be taking the red on a small tapered blending brush and blending it into the hot pink. Now I'm going to be taking a baby pink from the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to be blending the hot pink into the beige. Now I'm going to be taking my eyelash glue from I Envy. This is the best lash glue I have ever used, and I'm going to use that. And if you guys are interested about the glitter that I'm using, it's a custom mix that I will have available coming soon. Just bear with me, I'm in the works of it, but y'all not gonna tell me this glitter is not bomb, because it really is really bomb. Seriously, y'all, check out this glitter. Like, it's bomb. Now I'm going to be going in with my concealers to prep the bottom of my under eye so I can start applying the pigment to the bottom of my lid. Y'all, please excuse my facial expressions. Like, it's like when you put on mascara, you don't really realize you're doing it, but I look a hot mess. Now I'm going to be going back in to the James Charles palette with that deep purple. I'm going to be placing that on the outer corner of my under eye. From the purple, I'm going to go into a navy blue. Then I'm going to be going into this lighter colored blue from the James Charles palette. I'm going to be going into a lime green from the James Charles palette as well. And then for the inner under eye, I'm going to be going into a brighter colored green from the BH Cosmetics palette. From this point, this is when the eye look really started to come together and I really started feeling myself. Now I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and I'm going to start priming my skin to get my skin ready for foundation. Now I'm going to go in with the Ruby Kisses Never Touch Up Setting Spray. Now I'm going to start mixing the two foundations that I used. I use MAC and Lancome. I'll have both of these in the description box. I didn't really like the Lancome foundation. It looked like it was the perfect match, but when I started blending it out, I could tell that the Lancome made the complexion, like, it made me a little bit washed out. So that's when I went back in with the MAC and I fixed it overall, but I would just say that I do like the Lancome foundation. I just need to go up another shade because the shade that I have was too light for my complexion. Blending your foundation is really crucial too. Please make sure that if you're using a foundation that is lighter than your face, bring it onto your neck and onto your ears so you don't look like you just have foundation on your face. You want it to actually blend in with your complexion. I do tend to go for a brighter highlight underneath my eyes because I have really bad bags and I have deep onset eyes. I take after my mom with that, so this is what works for me. It might not work for you, and that's what I love about makeup. You have to find what works for you. And here you'll see me going back in with the concealer because I have to conceal my bags twice for them to disappear and look like it's just a seamless finish underneath my eyes because they're really prominent. Like, my bags are really bad. Now I'm going to go in and start contouring my face. I first like to use a contour shade that is the same color as my skin tone just to give me a more bronzed look. I use that on the sides of my cheeks, down the bridges of my nose, my forehead, and on my chin. Now I'm going to take a damp Real Techniques sponge and I'm going to start blending up and into my highlight. This is just going to give me that transition from my light highlight to a medium colored shade contour. Now I'm going to be going into a deeper shade contour. This is what really gives my face the slimming effect, and it really helps bring in the whole effect of using a lighter highlight with a lighter colored contour and then going into a deeper colored contour. And as I stated before, this is what works for me. The techniques that I use might not work for you, but that's the whole beauty of foundation and makeup. Like, you find what works for you, and this really works for me. I'm using a C-cup motion underneath my contour just so I can really carve out my cheekbones and my jawline. This is what really does give me my face the slimming effect. I've been doing this technique for years now and it's worked for me, so it may work for you. I'm not going to promise that it's going to work for you, but this is what works for me, and you won't know until you try. Now I'm going to be taking some Makeup Revolution setting powder in the color Lace, and I'm going to be sweeping it underneath my eye. Here you can see me going back in with that concealer brush, and I'm going to just be making sure there's no creases underneath my eye. Then I'm going to set it with the same powder that I used the same way on the other eye. I'm going to go into my forehead, and I'm pretty much just setting any area where I used the lighter color concealer. Now I'm going to be taking a big fluffy powder brush, and I'm just going to brush away any other residue that I had left on my face from the highlight setting powder. This is my favorite part. Right now I'm just going to be bronzing. I really love the Black Radiance contour palettes. They're really awesome, and it's a drugstore brand. I'm using the light to medium and then the medium to deep palettes. I use the light to medium contour shade for a bronze, then I go into the deep and I use that contour shade and I put it right underneath my bronzing shade, and it really does just set my whole face with the contour. This is a new step for me. I went to my local beauty supply store and I seen these Ruby Kisses like powder to foundation compacts, and I really do like the way this formula is formulated. It feels very smooth underneath your eye, and I got two different shades. I got one shade in a highlight, and then I got another shade in a regular face powder, and I just really do like these. This is my first time using it. I'm just really shocked and impressed with this formula because I didn't expect it to be as good as it is, but I really do like it. Now I'm going to go back in with that big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend everything together for a flawless finish. I'm using the Ruby Kisses setting spray. This was also a really good find for me, and I really do like the formula of this as well. Lately I've been highlighting with this. It's my Raye eyeshadow and highlight palette, and I really do love her highlights. They did a really good job formulating her eyeshadow and highlight palette. I'm going to be using that same lash glue for my mink lashes. If you're interested in knowing where I bought my lashes from, leave a comment down below. I also picked up this Ruby Kisses gel eyeliner, and y'all, this is probably the best gel eyeliner I have ever used, and it was $6, but it was so worth $6. Like, look at how smooth and how pigmented this is, and this is just one dip for me going in and out of the jar. Usually I would do a wing liner, but since she didn't do a wing liner, I'm just going to keep it simple and just outline the top of my lid. Y'all, these lashes, these mink lashes, they are big and they are bold, but they really can bring a look together. Now I'm going in with a brown lip liner. This is a lip liner from NYX. This is my all-time favorite. This is a go-to liner. If you're going to have a liner in your collection, I really think that this brown lip liner from NYX is the way to go. I believe it's in the color Expresso, but it's just a bomb lip liner. Like, it can go with any color. So if you're into makeup or you're wanting to start getting into makeup, I would suggest getting this liner to start off with. Now I'm going to be going into this liquid suede lip from NYX. This is the perfect pinkish nude color. I really do love this color. Then I'm going to finish it off by setting my highlight with a dewy spray from Ulta, and this is the finished look, you guys. Please stay tuned for more content and more uploads. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Bye.